I am so glad I have Barakamon to look forward to today, because if it wasn't for this series, I'd probably be in total rage mode for the rest of the day until One Piece came out, after that entire ABC News fiasco that happened earlier today. And so, this episode of Barakamon, that ending, that cliffhanger, Handa decides that he is going to be leaving the island. Now, I'm going to say this right now. If I'm correct, we have 2 episodes left from this series. And so, next episode, most likely, Handa is going to leave. And then the episode after that's probably going to have the entire island's inhabitants go against it and bring him back to the island. That's exactly what I see happening with this series. Because the way it's been laid out, all the island's inhabitants really love Handa. And Handa has made a connection with all the children and everybody else in this village. And so, that's just my predictions. Right now, I'm just laying out my predictions and theories of what's going to happen. But anyways, the episode really had a lot of good comedy, and I enjoyed it a lot. I missed not seeing this last week. For instance, last week, you know, there was no episode of Barakamon, and so I was really missing this series when it didn't air. So I'm glad it's finally out, and I'm glad I get to watch it, and the comedy was good as ever. Like, Handa becoming so immature against children in this, I just couldn't stop from laughing. It was just so freaking funny because, I mean, you have him playing dodgeball and slinging a freaking ball at the children like these regular elementary school students and slinging it at them. I couldn't help but laughing. I was laughing so freaking hard. And also, it was the faces that Handa showed that really made me bust a gut, really, because the faces he kept doing was evil rape faces, pretty much. Something you would see Hisoka do from Hunter x Hunter. Now, one thing, though, that was really funny is when he gets literally shit on his phone. He's like, no, my phone is finished, and all that. Oh, my God, that was so great. That was so great. And the way the crap was, censored on it, I'm like, oh, dude. It was so disgusting. And the way he kept, trying to make the phone and touch the kids with it, the comedy. The comedy was really good. It was refreshing, and most likely the reason why I enjoyed the comedy so much is because we didn't have it last weekend, and I missed this series so much. Now, as always, Barakamon levels out, the comedy, slice of life, and the real morals of the episode. For instance, even though there was a lot of comedy, there was a big issue in this episode. For instance, Handa needed inspiration. He was stating that in this episode right towards the end. Pretty much, he needed to find some form of inspiration. He needed to be able to write something, and he realized that, lounging around, playing with the, village children and not doing nothing is not really helping him. He realized this in this episode, and he was looking for some form of inspiration. And which, in turn, when he fell off that cliff at the end of this episode and he looked up into the stars, it actually gave him some inspiration he needs. So I'm glad Handa was able to have some form of inspiration and be able to write down what he really thought. And I do have to admit that his calligraphy, the way he wrote it out, looked really freaking good. It looked really, really good. Now, the beginning part of the episode, I think, is mainly for the comedy moments. Like, for instance, the entire bit with how his bathtub breaks, like a shower bath breaks, and he's like, he's twisting the freaking handle, trying to, make it work. Like, have you ever been in that situation to where, something breaks of yours, okay, and all of a sudden, you're trying to make it work somehow, magically, in your mind, you're like, work, as you continue to spin something, even though, it's broken. It completely reminded me of myself, because I remember doing stuff like that in the past, and seeing Handa do that, it was so funny. Like I said, the episode had some good comedy, it had some good drama to it, some good plot progression and character development, and the big question is, will Handa permanently leave the village? For instance, will he leave the village and not come back, or will he come back, or will he not leave at all and stay with his village and maybe even give up calligraphy? Because there's one thing that was brought up in this episode that actually shocked me a little bit. Like, right at the beginning, there was one serious moment you can take out of the bath scene. For instance, Handa talks to the village chief and says that, I'm going to probably be alone, I'm going to die alone, I'm that type of person, I'll probably die alone and not have a wife. That's pretty much what Handa says specifically in this episode, and so he could tell he's very alone, and he's lonely, and so he wants someone around him. And hopefully maybe Handa might find a girlfriend or something in this series before it ends to where he can relate to and actually, marry. Because he definitely needs a girlfriend. I want to be honest right now, because he seems to be very alone and his character definitely deserves it. So, personally, a great episode. I enjoyed it from start to finish, and anyone that's looking for comedy got the comedy. Anyone that wanted actual serious plot progression got that, and if you wanted some really dark humor, you also got that. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and what was your favorite segment of this episode. Also, let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.